Welcome to day 23 of this 20 days magic practice. So, it's an amazing chapter that we are going to read today. That is the magical air that you breathe. Okay, and it's one of my favorite technique, favorite magic practice. Okay, and I hope you will also like. Okay, type day 23 in the chat if you are excited for this. Day 23. D23. Yes, D23. Very good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. So the magical air that you breathe, day 23, and it's a page number 201. Okay, that is also like we have completed 200 pages, and it's 201 page number. Okay, fine. It is quite possible to leave your home for a walk in the early morning air and return a different person. Correct? If someone had told me a few years back to be grateful for the air that I breathe, I would have thought the person was crazy. It wouldn't have made bit sense to me. Why on earth would anyone be grateful for the air any breathe? Correct? But as my life changed from using gratitude, the things that I took for granted or didn't give a second thought about became an absolute miracle to me. Went from sweating the small stuff in my little world and day-to-day life to opening my eyes and thinking about bigger picture and wonder of universe. Okay, as the great scientist Newton said, when I look at the solar system, I see the earth at the right distance from the sun to receive the proper amount of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. Those words made me think more and more about the bigger picture. It's not an accident that there's a protective atmosphere surrounding us, and that's beyond. It's there is no air or oxygen beyond that, right? It's not an accident that the tree gives off oxygen so that our atmosphere is continuously replenished. It's not an accident that our solar system is perfectly placed and that if it were anywhere else in the galaxy, we would most likely be devastated by cosmic radiations. There are thousands of parameters and ratios that support life on Earth. Have you thought about this before? I have thought of in my school days. Okay, like how we, how this Earth is so beautifully designed. All of them are knife edge, and their fine tuning is so critical that a fraction of differences in any of these parameters and ratios would make life unlivable on planet Earth. Okay, it is difficult to believe any of this could happen by accident. It would seem that they perfectly designed. They are perfectly designed. They are perfectly placed. They are perfectly balanced for us. They're perfectly balanced for us. When the realization hits you that all of these things might not be an accident, and that the balance of every microscopic element surrounding Earth and on Earth it is in perfect harmony to support us. You will feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for life because all of it is done to you to sustain your life in a better way. Correct? Type agree in the chat box if you agree for this. Everything is perfectly aligned to make our life sustainable on our planet Earth. Agree. Right? Yeah. The magical air that you breathe is not an accident or fluke of nature. When you think about the enormous of what had to take place in the universe, okay, for us to have air, and you then take a breath, breathing air into your body becomes breathtaking in every sense of the word. Correct? When you think how much, like that abundance available, you didn't do anything. It's naturally available. The air is naturally available. And when you think about that, like that enormous, the gigantic structure of this, then each breath that you take, you'll feel like a overwhelming sense of gratitude. Oh my God, I got air to breathe. Okay. We take one breath after another and never give a thought to fact that there is always air for us to breathe. Yet, oxygen is one of the most plentiful elements in our body, and as we breathe, it feeds every cell in our body so that we can continue to live. The most precious gift of our life is air. because without it, none of us would last more than few minutes. When I first began to use gratitude magical power, I used it for a lot of personal things that I wanted, and it worked. But it was when I began to be grateful for the real gifts in life that I experienced the ultimate power of gratitude. The more grateful I became for a sunset, a tree, the ocean, the dew on the grass, my life, and people in it. Every material thing I have dreamed of having poured down upon me. I now understand the reason why it happened that way. When we feel truly grateful for the precious gifts of life and nature, like the magical air that we breathe, we have reached one of the deepest possible levels of gratitude. And whoever has depth of gratitude will receive absolute abundance. Today, stop and think about glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body and feel the joy of breathing it out. Take 5 full breaths in and out 5 different times today. And after you have taken each set of 5 breaths, say the magic word thank you. So already we have did one in the morning. So remaining 4 sets you can do for the magical air that I breathe. Okay. And be as genuinely grateful as you can for the precious life-giving air that you breathe. Okay. It is best if you can do this magic practice outside, so you can really feel and appreciate the magnificence of fresh air. But if that's not possible, then do it inside. You can close your eyes while taking breaths, or you can do it with open your eyes also. You can do it while you are walking, waiting in line, shopping, or anywhere at any time. The important thing is to deliberately feel and the feeling of the air going in and out of your body. Breathe the way you naturally breathe, because this magical breath is not about your breathing but about your gratitude for the air that you breathe. That is the feel that you get under your, like the sense that you feel when you breathe. Okay. If you're taking a bigger breath helps you to feel more gratitude, then do that. If it helps to make a sound or mentally say the magic word thank you, okay, you can do that. If you want, you can also do a variation of this practice in the future by imagining you are breathing in gratitude and filling yourself with every breath you take. In ancient teaching, it is said that when a person reaches the point of being deeply grateful for the air that they breathe, the gratitude will have reached a new level of power, and they will have become the true alchemist who can effortlessly turn every part of their life into gold. So day 23, the practice is, like as usual, write the blessing. We already done that. And 5 times today, stop and think about glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body and feel the joy of breathing it out. After you have taken 5 breaths, say the magic word, thank you for the magical air that I breathe. Okay. Go on, you can take a screenshot of it if you don't have the book, or else if you have the book, you can refer there. Be as grateful as you can for the precious life giving air that you breathe. Just before you go to sleep tonight, then as usual, hold the magic rod and say the magic word, thank you. And the best things happen during the day. Okay. Type magical air in the chat box if you really witness, if you really understood that, really the air is really magical one. Air is really magical one. Type magical air in the chat box. Magical air. Magical air. I also type magical air. Magical app. Awesome, awesome. Thank you those who are watching in the recording. Okay, so stay tuned for the day 24 and do this practice and share to your friends. Thank you.